The last few days I have not felt particularly energetic. Nevertheless, I still wanted to make a video, and I'm not going to fake my mood or pretend everything is fine and dandy and perfect. I've always wanted to make videos which are natural, which reflect my current state, which reflect my way of thinking, my way of living. I believe honesty and transparency is important, so if you see me sounding different in a video or just generally being a bit more low energy, that's because that's just how I felt today. And yeah, I see a lot of YouTubers just like faking enthusiasm, being very energetic, even though I know that they are not like that most of the time. I do not subscribe to that idea, and I just rather be making honest content. So that's what I'm doing. Again, sorry if I'm a bit low energy. It is how it is. And just as a reminder before we start, remember to like the video, subscribe, because I know most of you who are watching are actually not subscribed. And if you want, hit the notification bell to be alerted when I upload, because it really helps my channel and it lets me know that this video has provided you some value. Thank you. Let's get to it. So we are in a bit of a precarious situation this year. There seems to be nothing which is going well. So I thought it's time for a bit of an update and to give you a few of my thoughts and my general thought process about what's going on in the current situation, what's going on this year, how are our portfolios doing, etc., and what to do to deal with this situation, obviously. So it's a bit of a rambling video, not so focused, not so structured. I'm just gonna lay out some thoughts and yeah, that's it. So, current situation update. In my opinion, the monetary policy that we had during COVID created a lot of the conditions that we see for inflation, which are now even more compounded by the war in Ukraine. With 8.5% annual inflation rate in the US and about 7.5% in Europe, what is a man to do in these economic times? Well, let's first look at our portfolios. Number one, the portfolio that we started investing in November 2021 is down 4%. And you can see that the only reason that the portfolio from November is down is mainly because we tried to be smart and invested in a few ETFs instead of just sticking with the plain old S&P 500, which, as you can see, is at a small positive, while the others are down pretty heavily. That's why the portfolio is down. Otherwise, if it was just the S&P 500, we would have been basically net zero. The crypto portfolio is down about 13%, while my own personal portfolio is down 1.8%. Well, hello there, Gabriel. Yeah, this is Gerald the cat. He's pretty annoying. He likes to be the center of attention, so that's why he's here. Aren't you? Now get off. Come on. Get off. With inflation being the worst since 1981, a lot of investments are very expensive. Bond yields are at 2.9% and are continuing to rise, so anyone holding bonds is not having a good time right now. And even if you consider buying bonds right now, 2.5% yield at an inflation of 8.5% really isn't doing much. Furthermore, the S&P 500 is still relatively expensive despite its recent drop, with a P of around 22, while the historical mean has been around 16. So a P of, meaning price to earnings, meaning the price that you pay versus the earnings that the index is actually generating. Like I said, historical mean 16, current PE 22. So the higher that number is, the more expensive the asset, meaning that we are still above historical values in the S&P 500. Real estate, obviously, as most people know, is expensive right now everywhere and is not really showing signs of slowing down in a lot of places. However, considering that central banks are likely to increase interest rates, it is possible that the growth in real estate will slow, at least to some extent, because as we all know, real estate is largely fueled by, well, debt and leverage. And with the central banks raising interest rates, it would mean that using debt and using leverage becomes more expensive, which will discourage even more development and interest in the real estate sector. Crypto itself has been in a lot of fear territory lately. It has basically been stagnating, roughly moving between $35,000 and $45,000 for Bitcoin, and it has not been going anywhere much. So basically, bonds are not a good idea. Stocks are still relatively expensive. Real estate is still expensive, and crypto is doing nothing much. So what are we to do in this current situation? Well, I don't know what you plan to do, but I will certainly tell you what I am doing. And of course, this is not financial advice, so don't do what I do. Just do your own research, think for yourself, and make your own decisions. Even though all of these investments are either expensive or not doing much, cash is still not a good option. Because if you're just holding cash, you are losing 8.5% of your purchasing power per year, which is quite significant. So the best option is, as always, to just continue investing in a diversified portfolio. Now, that being said, I do plan, as I've said before, to increase my crypto holdings, because I do believe that even though that sector has stagnated for now, it is showing the most potential for future growth compared to other asset classes. Plus, I really like the staking passive income, meaning when I stake my crypto, I just get paid in more crypto, which is like a dividend payment, for example. And my regular portfolio, I will still keep getting dividends, which I can reinvest in whatever I find appropriate, which is, like I've said before, mostly ETFs. So, to summarize again what I'm doing, I'm not buying bonds, obviously. I'm trying to hold as little cash as possible. I am still buying ETFs, and I'm still buying even more crypto. Other than that, of course, I got my day-to-day businesses and projects that I'm running, which I expect will also generate some decent income. But that is what I'm doing currently. That's my plan. So far, it has been working okay. And of course, there's always the opportunity to just continue investing in yourself, continue investing in your own education, continue investing in your future, in your goals. Just like before, this changes nothing. It's just the economic climate currently, nothing we can do about it. Just adjust slightly, keep going, keep moving with the plan, be consistent, win long term. That's the goal. Thank you so much for watching again. Smash that like button, notification bell, and subscribe, because I know a lot of you who are watching, at least 50% are not subscribed. You should be. Why not? Help a brother out. Thank you. See you.